Good day and welcome back to another DB Legends video. And in this video we are going to take a look at how you can get your hands on a free Legends Limited character. So basically this is a free Legends Limited Goten, and the way to get it is from this event right here. So this is the Legends Limited Fierce Battle Family Kamehameha. So clear all of this and you'll be able to get Goten. Now, the first thing you have to do is clear the Get the Legends Limited Experience tutorial and get the event unlock key. So this will be given to you after the tutorial. If you have already finished the tutorial, it'll be in your inventory. And you can see, obviously, there's a couple steps. So unlock Gohan, then take on the challenge battles, then Zenkai awaken Gohan, and then clear the final challenge battle so that you can obviously get Goten. Now, what I've done is I've cleared the first couple stages, and there are some challenges associated with these stages, so you have to start at stage 1. But these stages are here to give you the Z power for the blue Gohan. I used a fully free-to-play team, so this was a team that I earned from the Let's Go Legends event here, and I am using the heroes from the movie saga team. So I am using that team so that I can obviously run the blue Gohan as efficiently as possible. The reason I'm running a free-to-play team is to show this can be done without actually summoning for any units. The unit that I would change out is this Bardock, obviously. He's not actually part of the movie heroes team, so I accidentally had put him in the team, but his boost wasn't even counting towards Gohan, so it actually really wasn't that big an issue. But so what you're going to do is you're going to start the event. You're going to obviously switch in, Gohan once you get him. And then your main goal is to obviously just finish all of the events up till the challenge battle. So we'll go take a look at that now. Once you finish up to the challenge battle, you will be faced with 2 side events. So if you go back here, this is the event. You will start at battle 1, and then you'll work your way up to battle 5. So you can see here, this is where you get your first Z power for Gohan. Very, very cool. And then you'll push on from here and you will go to battle 2, 3, 4, and then finally 5. Once you finish battle 5, you will then have 2 new bonus battles added, and you'll have the first challenge battle added. The first bonus battle will be a daily mission to get Z power for raising Gohan's stars. So raising his stars to 7. Gohan is a summonable unit, but if you do not have Gohan or didn't get him as a summonable unit, this is how you increase that. And then the second battle is for a unique equip. This unique equip can be applied to all blue heroes from the movie saga characters, and it's going to help you out quite a lot when it comes to basically using Gohan and using him well, essentially. I have a video about equipment which I'll include in the top right hand corner, but if you need more help understanding equipment, then I suggest you go and do that. Otherwise, just to say it in this video, you should farm copies of this until you have one with a little red star, and then you'll be able to utilize it. And what you want to do is you want to upgrade it, and then once you've upgraded it, you can then equip it onto Gohan, and then he'll have a good equipment to help him through the rest of the challenges, because a large portion of this is Gohan fighting against Broly, because Gohan is the only battle bonus character. Now, there's a whole bunch of stuff you can do about upgrading weapons and equipment and stuff like that. I will leave that for my other video, which obviously will explain it all. But now back to the Legends Limited event. Now you will be ready to take on this challenge battle. You don't need to take it on with Gohan at 7 star. You can also take it on if Gohan's over 7 star, if he's Zenkai'd, whatever the situation is. But you need to take on this challenge battle. Once you take on this challenge battle, you will then unlock the Zenkai missions for Gohan. You will also unlock further awakening missions for Gohan. And then you will unlock the battle to take on the second challenge battle, which is obviously to unlock Goten. So this battle, if I can give any suggestions, obviously get that equipment for Gohan. It is quite a long battle. I brought this green Trunks because he provides a heal and a substitution count debuff for obviously the whole team. And so I brought Trunks because I thought he was pretty good. and he obviously provides a nice buff. I also brought Goku, just because Goku himself can be really, well, I brought Broly this time, but I bring Goku in the next one. And yeah, basically I just run this team here. It's pretty straightforward. It's not the hardest content, but it is, quite challenging, especially if you are a new player. You can tend to kind of struggle with it a little bit. So I would highly suggest that you do work obviously on Gohan, and obviously on your team as much as possible. You don't have to use a free-to-play team. You can use whatever team you want to, but I would do this. I'm going to be skipping through these battle sections. I'm not going to be showing the whole battle because it took me a while, because I don't do the biggest amount of damage, and obviously Gohan, does need a little bit more improvement, and my team was weak, etc. But basically I'm just going to skip a large portion of these battles, and then that way we can kind of just jump ahead to the victory and then take it from there. Because as you can see, I missed my Rising Rush, which means that this event takes a lot longer than it should have. But yeah, so when it comes down to these battles, don't stress too much. You can use whatever team you want. Try and build a team around Gohan, obviously improving his abilities as much as possible. He's on movie sagas, he's on Goku's family, he's on Hybrid Saiyans, so try your best to work around that as much as you can, and then you should be able to have a pretty decent time overall. Like, you're not going to struggle too much, you should be okay, and then you'll be able to kind of continue from there. Gohan and obviously just the Goten in general, are they any good? So the Goten's okay, he's still decent, and both of them are nice little pieces that you can add to your collection of units. I like to think of Goten as an event exclusive almost, just in the fact that he is pretty solid as a unit, and he brings a lot to the table. He can really help you out. He can really put in a good shift, especially for beginning players. It is quite nice to have the Purple Legends Limited Goten, just because, like, when you start out it's very difficult to get certain powerful characters. It's super difficult to like start the game, and in some places you're going to hit a wall to a certain extent. This Goten is very solid. He also has a Zenkai. It's pretty solid overall. So his Zenkai is decent, he's decent. The nice thing about him is he's good on both Son family and Hybrid Saiyans, which is kind of like his big thing, basically. He's like super reliable when it comes to like those teams, which I think overall is obviously something that's super duper helpful. His Z ability is Son family and Hybrid Saiyans, which is obviously really good, and his special abilities are really solid, and his Zenkai, although obviously Zenkais now are a bit questionable, his Zenkai was still pretty good, and makes him a really decent unit. So once you've done that, you can then do this Broly challenge event, which will give you like power for Broly. So you can do that every day, and eventually you'll be able to 7-star plus the Purple Broly. But the main thing is this challenge battle 2, which when you complete it will give you some Z power for Legends Limited Goten. So obviously the main thing here is to take on the stage you have to have a Zenkai to Gohan. Now the first thing you have to do is get Gohan to 7 plus, and not 7 plus, sorry, you need to get him to 7-star. So that's the main thing. Now the main way to do that is through these special missions. Once you've completed enough of these missions and enough of the daily bonus event from the stage, you should be able to have him at 7-star. Once you have him at 7-star, remember you can also pull him as a summonable. He will automatically Zenkai to Zenkai 2 if you have completed the missions. If not, if you are a brand new player, then the missions will pop up under the special events screen and under the events tab. There's no other way to get a Zenkai power, at least currently in the game. So you can't get it from the Zenkai Ultra Space Time Rush or anything like that, so you have to complete those missions. Once you have them 7-star, they will pop up here under the special and under the upgrade sections. We're going to skip ahead again to where I have 7-starred him so that I can show you guys, and then we can kind of go from there. So obviously we've done a little skip ahead there. I've got him 7-starred and he's ready to go. He's also Zenkai 2'd. Like I mentioned before, his Zenkai comes from the special missions only. There is no other way, unfortunately, to currently Zenkai him, barring those special missions. So you need to make sure that when they do come out, that you do get them done completely, because that's going to help you out a lot. Okay, you can find them if you go under the event mission tab. You'll find them there under special, under event, and you'll be able to do it there. You cannot get his power from the Ultra Space Time Rush. As I mentioned before, it's just not there. If you scroll through, you won't see Gohan anywhere. So you need to do those missions. They do pop up under special. They're very simple. There's stuff like friendship rank. There's stuff like hitting super attacks with them, boosting him. Very simple stuff. So you shouldn't really have any issues. Should be more than fine to go. So hopefully it's not too much of an issue. Now, of course, with all that done, with Gohan Zenkai, you're now ready to take on the challenge stage. It will still be quite challenging, so I highly suggest that you prep yourself for it. Maybe look if you can improve your team, look at what equipment you can give him, look at how you can improve everything. The special Zenkai missions will show here under event, under the Zenkai Awakening mission screen. So you can obviously take them on here and then you'll be able to get them. They do require a little bit of work, but you should be able to do them, so you shouldn't have that big an issue. Now, once you've done that, come back to this event and you can take it on. Obviously the battle bonus characters are Gohan and Goten. You don't have Goten. If you have that Goku, I do highly suggest bringing him. It does help out a lot, but also just try and build your team to be as strong as possible. That's always what's going to help you out. So realistically, that's kind of the best way to tackle things. I myself, obviously, I'm not going to show you guys this full fight because this fight's even longer than the first one, basically. But essentially, your goal is to keep the Gohan as healthy as possible. He does very big damage to the Broly. So as long as you have Gohan, you should realistically have more than enough chance to take him out. Shouldn't really have like any major issues overall, like just saying. So for me, it honestly wasn't too hard. It might require 1 or 2 attempts. I managed to do it first time, fortunately. We're going to skip ahead to the end of this battle here, and you can see obviously we're about to wrap things up, which is great. You know, it does really help out. But yeah, there we go. Job done. It was quite challenging, but managed to do it. Gohan at his Zenkai level was more than enough really to complete the challenge. And now with that done, we've obviously unlocked the Goten Legends Limited, which is awesome. And for me, that meant 3-starring him, which was also pretty cool. So yeah, that's it in terms of obviously everything else. Now there are some challenges that will come out after this, because you've now obviously got Goten. And those challenges are mainly for getting some more Z power for Goten. You might also want to go finish off the missions for Gohan. So yeah, you'll find them here under this tab. You'll see that the Goten missions have automatically been added in here, and they were very straightforward. Beating any Broly character, basically, just run the game. Use Goten, beat a Broly character. Pretty simple stuff. You shouldn't really have too much of an issue, and it'll give you enough Z power to push Goten up a little bit, which is great. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me, guys. So yeah, if you guys need any more help or need any further assistance, obviously I would suggest looking at your gear, looking at everything else. But the main thing I think overall at this point is just to obviously keep at it and just to go through the steps. Once you've gone through the steps, you'll have a very chill time, and then you can maybe look at Zenkai Awakening him eventually one day, eventually, I guess, when he gets there. But yeah, that is pretty much going to be it for me. Obviously, it's great to get a free Legends Limited character, but it's more just a step in the right direction to hopefully help some players out or to help out your teams. But yeah, that's all from me, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, or leave a comment down below, or I'll see you guys next time. Bye.